Welcome to Baramag Interviews. This is your host, Leonardo Calcagno.
I'm Thom Ashworth. I'm the Programme Manager for the Nest Collective based in London in the UK.
Okay, can you tell us a little bit about your company?
So we put on about 80 to 120 shows a year, all in the City of London. And we curate a few festivals. We have about 5 or 6 festival stages that we curate over the course of the summer as well. A lot of what we do is focused on experiential events and kind of taking conventional concerts and putting our own artistic twist on them. So all through the summer we run this thing called Campfire Club, which is a outdoor concert series. We run another set of events called Singing with Nightingales, which are like using wildlife and incorporating that into what we do. That's kind of what we're about, like putting on shows, but not just conventional shows.
So it's very much like experience.
Yeah, tapping into experiential marketing and like how can we put our own slant on this? How can we make it not just another gig in another venue?
How important is an event like this for you?
It's pretty crucial. Like a lot of it, not just about meeting new artists to work with, although I mean that is a big part of, obviously that's the primary reason for being here is discovering someone new you haven't heard before, or reconnecting with someone who you've heard before and put on a few months or years ago but haven't kind of kept up that contact with, but also just like exchanging ideas and having other people who are in the same industry as a sounding board.
Okay.
I was talking to someone earlier about unusual places to put on music, and she mentioned farmers markets.
Okay.
Which that's a big thing, like where I live and where I work in East and North London. Like there's loads of farmers markets every Saturday and Sunday.
You have never done shows in
No, we've not done that, and like that would be a really cool way of tapping into the right demographic as well, like the people who young professionals, music fans, creative types who are going to the farmers markets on a Sunday morning to get their produce. Like clearly,
okay, good.
They're going to be the right kind of market for the music we do.
I just took you out from the speed dating. You were there, like I think you took to everybody there.
Yeah,
everybody was there. I was wondering, how do you prepare yourself? How do you prepare yourself to get the artist talk to you and management, and how do you, and vice versa?
Really, I guess it's kind of like being a little bit blunt. It's just kind of being frank with people, like, who are you here with? What do you do? What are you looking for? Like those are everyone's questions. Like for me personally, it's saying, this is what we do. We do a lot of early career artist development. We do a lot of smaller scale shows, like 60 up to about 200 capacity.
Okay.
Like, how do we make that work in what you do? Because you can't fly all the way across the Atlantic to play one show for us, for a small audience, but maybe you can get funding to do 5 dates and we'll be one of those, and we can collaborate with another venue that's out in the west, another venue that's up in the north. And
so how's the UK scene right now? I mean, with all the changes, what's happening right now with Brexit, panicking and all that stuff, how's the scene up there right now?
I mean, I don't feel like our weird, messed up political climate is kind of having an impact yet. I mean, I hope long term it's not going to make any difference. I mean, it's so strange, like particularly being in the arts world. Like, I don't know anyone who voted Leave. It's not what anyone working in this sector wants, both from like their own personal political views and in terms of like doing our work and being able to have amazing artists come from all over the world. So I mean, our hope is that Brexit is still just going to kind of fall to pieces as everyone gradually realises what a terrible idea it is. But whether that will come to fruition, we'll just have to wait and see. Hopefully it'll all come up right in the end.
For a company like you, like Nest Collective, is it only folk music, or is it like you have different genre of music?
We tend to think of it as like worldwide roots music. Okay. So it came out of like British traditional music, but we tap into Scottish music, into Irish music, into Appalachian and old time, bluegrass, but also klezmer, West African music.
So there's a huge market for that.
Yeah, we have we program as much world music as we do folk of whatever type.
So how do you mix advertising, marketing with that kind of music?
It's really a question of just targeting. Like, we have a huge number of emails and social media profiles, and how do we segment that? It's all about just taking a lot of data and making it into an audience, a coherent picture of an audience.
And marketing companies, brands are looking for that kind of music?
How do you mean? In terms of
companies are looking for that kind of crowd or something?
I mean, we're always marketing direct to customers,
Okay.
so I mean that's very much drawing on our own data, our own resources, our own audience. We collaborate with other people in terms of like reciprocal marketing and things like that. But again, that will be a question of like this event fits into our program of yours, fit into our program, and vice versa.
Okay, excellent.
Cross marketing, cross promotion things.
Excellent. Thank you very much.